Hi, this is my review of the Fitbit Force, which is the newest Fitbit, and it costs $130, and the main colors it comes in are black and this slate blue, but I know they're making new colors too. I like it a lot. You can press the button on the side and get the time, and you can see your number of steps that you've taken per day in the day, number of miles, the number of calories that you've burned, and the number of stair flights that you've gone up, and your number of very active minutes. And I got those active minutes today at the YMCA. I walked on the treadmill at about 3.9 miles per hour, and for a little over 30 minutes around that time. And there's some sort of a, I don't know how they do it, something to do with your oxygen is burned is what it said. How they can tell if it's very active. Also, it is step-based, so for jogging and for walking activities, it gets those very active minutes doing it that way. But then after I did the treadmill, I got on the espresso bike, and I did a 30-minute dragon chase and a 10-minute dragon chase, and burned a lot of calories on that. It's pretty intense. I love the espresso bike too. And then when I went home, I went on Fitbit.com, I went to my profile. Some people use an app for their phone. I like to do it on the computer. It has a wireless dongle, something that goes into the computer. It's just a little piece. And it syncs up with your Fitbit band. And then you can go in and actually add activities that you've done. You can, and then you get credit for very active minutes. So it added the 40 active minutes to the 29. It doesn't show up on the wristband, but it shows up on your app or shows up on your profile, your dashboard. Also, you can enter other active things. Like yesterday I shoveled some snow, so it had the steps for that, but it didn't really know that I was doing more than just walking around back and forth. So you put that in. It does list a whole lot of different activities, from swimming to canoeing to even like cleaning the sink, which I don't think I'm going to enter those kind of things. If you go to the gym and you use the Stairmaster, it will not recognize that you have actually gone up a flight of stairs because it has an altimeter inside of it, and when you actually go on the Stairmaster, you're not really going up. Yeah, you're doing all the work for it. So you can go home and you can also enter that in to the online portion. When you're getting ready to go to sleep, it will track your sleep. And so you turn it on like that, and then you hold it, and it makes a little buzzing, and you can see that it begins to count. So it thinks that I am now resting, and it can tell when you go to sleep. It'll tell you how long it takes you to go to sleep and how many times you woke up in the middle of the night. And then when it's time to stop, then you can see it comes up, and then you hold it again, and it buzzes, and back to that. Okay, so you can track your sleep and your calories. It's really good. I really like it. I like my Fitbit Force. I'm real happy with it. I'm glad that I got it. I will say that the one thing that I was the most concerned about was that I heard that it was hard to get on and off. And when I first got it, it was kind of hard to get on and off, but I think it only took like a couple of days where I tried manipulating it on and off a few times, and also with it not being on my wrist, closing it, kind of getting it broken in a little bit. Then I also heard that it's easy to fall off, and so I bought these O-rings, which you can get from Lowe's and Home Depot. It's just an assorted pack, and I easily picked out the one that does fit and put that on just to keep the strap from coming up. And when I go to take it off, I take it off for a shower. You can see that it does come off pretty easily, and then move it like that. Another thing that I'll mention is that I used a Sharpie to put my phone number should it fall off, and then also my name. But anyway, so that's one thing that I would advise is if you do buy one, and I have enjoyed mine. I've enjoyed making sure that I get up and move around. Even though I work out in the gym, my job requires me to sit down a lot, so it's good to get up and move around. And see how easy that was. It's on, it's going to stay on. But I would advise if you can, use some kind of a marker to put your name and phone number on the inside, and also use an O-ring like this. They're cheap, a lot better than $130 to buy a new one.